This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning, everybody.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Keep listening to us. Our ratings are high.
That's a lie.
And oh, so are we. Always remember that radio's free.
It's really the only reason to listen. Okay, Crawford County, Wisconsin. 4 people from Southwest Wisco arrested after officials recovered a stolen sawmill with a value at several $1,000s.
My goodness.
According to a release from the Crawford County Sheriff's Office, the arrest were made in a coordinated effort with neighboring agencies. On December 7th, the Crawford County Sheriff's Office was tipped off about a reported theft involving a sawmill from a property in the township of Haney in Crawford County.
Crawford County, that's like Mississippi, right? That's like Gays Mills.
It's pert near Mississippi.
It's pert near. You got effing Wazeeka and Gays Mills and then Purdy Sheen.
I put the gay in gay.
She put the gay in Gay Mill. Good. It's good. Shh, secrets.
So dumb. Officials worked with the Richland and Grant County Sheriff's Office to investigate the report and identify the possible suspects. Investigation resulted in a search warrant for a property on Rusty Lane.
We just trying to start a sawmill business.
Rusty Lane.
Don't we look? I mean, we look like meth heads, but we just trying to start a sawmill business.
In Blue River, located in Richland County. Search warrant was executed by all 3 sheriff's offices on December 15th, and that's the most action they've seen in a while. Search warrant resulted in the recovery of the stolen sawmill, as well as the arrest of multiple people at the scene. Following individuals were arrested with charges referred to the Crawford and Richland County DA's offices.
DA.
62-year-old Rusty Jones.
Oh, yeah.
28-year-old Riley Jensen, 30-year-old Brandon Moore, and 28-year-old Elizabeth Geller. All 4 are from Blue River, with their pending charges including felony theft, bail jumping, possession of stolen property, and party to a crime.
Good
I like to
Lord.
party.
Yeah.
The investigation is still underway. No more deets have been provided, but I think we know all we need to know, don't we?
I had a good chicken wing over there at the Wooden Nickel in Ferryville. You get over there that much?
No, you would think I'd be in Ferryville a lot.
You know,
but
run the
I'm
Great
not.
River Road up to La Crosse and hang out a little bit.
No.
That's a nice road. I like it over there.
It's a good road.
Spent some quality time over there.
Yeah.
Crawford County. And then where was the sawmill? Where was it, in a barn or something?
It was on the property on Rusty Lane in
Rusty
Blue
Lane.
River.
Hold my beer.
Rusty Jones lives on Rusty Lane. Is that what you're telling me, sir?
That's too good to be true.
Wow. Okay. That's fine.
Uh-huh.
That's fine.
Rusty. I named him after that kid from the Christmas movie.
Dude, I know.
Then he went to Vegas and got in some trouble. Boy, those crazy kids.
Oh, no.
Can't trust them.
Good grief.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Stealing a sawmill, boy, that is the weirdest.
Trying to zoom in on the gosh darn.
I always, think of a sawmill, and I think of these. I always think of like South Dakota and these giant sawmills with the cure barns in them. You know, like 100 acres. You know?
Yeah.
So weird. Portable sawmill, I guess. What you want to do? What you want to do tonight, Rusty? You want to go with Zika? No, we going to steal sawmill.
They look like they need something to do. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, I mean, Blue River, there ain't a whole lot to do in Blue River. So.
Blue River. I'm trying to think if I've been to Blue River.
We used to party out in Blue River.
Did you really?
Yeah. When I was in high school.
Is that like Muscadet way?
Yeah, we'd drive out there, party in Blue River.
That's on the other side of the river. Yeah. Sometimes I'll take 133. Sometimes I'll change it up when I go out. I'll take the bottom road out.
Aren't you adventurous?
Instead of taking 60 out. But yeah, where you see some different stuff out there, Voca and whatnot. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
God, I love it out there. It's great bike roads.
It is. It is beautiful.
Yeah. So, just some good old boys. God, I got that Dukes of Hazzard song in my head right now.
Man, yeah, there's...
Just,
It is strange, isn't it, how some of these areas do remind you of Mississippi.
I haven't seen the dudes that stole the sawmill, but I guarantee you, and this is, and I'm, I shouldn't do this, but I bet they have big ears.
Well, let me look now. Well, they're kind of hairy.
All right. Let me see what I got. I'm pretty good at stereotyping.
Well, I gotta zoom in here.
Let me see them boys. Let me see them good old boys.
I can't zoom in.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. I'll stop out and say hi next time.
You got big ears.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know why people that live in the country have huge ears. I don't know what did it.
So they can.
I'm not looking at anything.
Oh, so they can hear their predators coming because they live out in the sketchy.
Yeah, that
sketchy woods.
One guy, he looks like the guy, the caveman from the insurance commercial. This guy, he just looks like he's
about ready to die.
Yeah, he's on his deathbed. I can't see the other two. See these? Is there a woman?
Yeah.
They dragged their sister into it.
Well,
that's clearly the nephew, and that's the sister. You needed somebody young. He was probably driving a truck. Old Duder was probably driving a truck.
What are you going to do with a sawmill? Jesus Christ.
Build something. We just got steel.
We're going to build a rocket. We need a sawmill.
You want to get to Mars? You got to build a rocket.
Jesus Christ. I've about had it with you people.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, I will support and continue to visit Crawford County, regardless of putting my life into these people's hands.
Yeah.
And then, sure, I'll walk out of the wooden nickel someday. My motorcycle will be gone, and I'll hitch it home. I don't know. We'll find out.
Well, head to Rusty Lane.
I haven't really run into any criminals over. I bet everybody, you get up into the orchards and everything. Everybody's so damn nice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the back country.
Yeah, it's just some of the places where there aren't lights where you want to stay out of.
Yeah, 100%.
You know.
Okay, Columbus, Ohio funeral home will become the first in Ohio to get a liquor license.
I mean, it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? I mean, you drink.
It does.
Who doesn't drink before they go to the funeral home?
Yeah,
we stopped having one for my dad's funeral.
Yeah, I usually have a flask with me, and everybody's always like,
yes,
they always take a nip, dude. Yeah. Here's the owner, Hunter Triplett, talking about getting the license.
My role in this position is to
Can you turn Hunter up
be
a
a
bit?
party planner for dead people. You know, be more of a celebration of life than more of the multi-day traditional services, which cost a lot of money. And their inspector called me and they're like, "Is this Evergreen Funeral?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "You would be the first funeral home to get a liquor license in the state of Ohio."
I think it's a great idea.
Actually, when I die, I want to be buried in a liquor store. So you guys can come to Trixie's Liquor and just pay your respect.
I'm sure Chris will love that.
What are all these people doing here, huh?
Yeah, that's putting the fun in funeral, I suppose.
Oh, jeez.
We are redefining rest in peace with a liquor bar at Stiffy's Funeral Home. Celebrate life and death with a cocktail in hand, because saying goodbye shouldn't be dry.
Bottoms up.
Come raise a glass or a stiff one at Stiffy's, because nothing says closure like an open bar.
Let's party.
Stiffy's Funeral Bar, where good times live on, even when you don't. Stiffy's reminds you to please drink responsibly, even at a funeral.
I'll drink to that.
Who knocked over the casket?
That's fantastic. All right. Yeah, I am having. Jerry texted in and he goes, "How could this be the first?" And I'm wondering the same thing. That's kind of.
It's shocking, actually. It makes perfect sense. I like celebration of life. Let's have an old fashioned, man.
Yeah,
makes
for
sense.
sure.
I mean, you do it right after, anyways. What makes a difference? I mean, I guess it's a respect thing. You'll hear an ice tinkle in your glass. But people, you want to hear people slurping when somebody's reading?
I'm fine with it. I'm 100% fine.
Shots!
People, relax.
What a complete waste
We are killing it online. Have you guys checked the comments?
of cyberspace.
Smoke That Skin Wagon says, you guys are killing it.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
We're internet sensations.
Workman's relief for whatever the job throws at you, like THC products derived from legal hemp. These are legit delicious. Free shipping with products over $75. Order yours at workmansrelief.com for whatever the job throws at you.
Johnny and D, nowhere but
Our
JJO.
favorite named person, Taylor Shabusiness, because she's all up in Shabusiness, who had a brutal murder under her belt. She killed and dismembered Shad Therian inside a Green Bay home February of 2022. Now, you might remember this. They were all methed out. She had body parts and buckets and everything else.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Remember her?
And then we had an inside tip that her husband was also in jail or in prison, got out. He was planning on writing a book or something. I don't know. There are a couple turds. Just a couple turds floating around the toilet bowl of life. Shabusiness is serving a life sentence in Fond du Lac. Good old Fondy. Now, she's got a prison crime now that she's facing some charges for. Now, I'm not sure why this story is just coming out, because this criminal complaint, this happened in July 24th, according to the criminal complaint. Shabusiness requested medical attention for a staple that was lodged in her arm.
A staple?
A staple.
Okay.
After a reported fall. A sergeant, later referred to as the victim in the complaint, handcuffed Taylor and took her to a medical room to meet with a nurse. The nurse states in the complaint that Shabusiness was laughing the entire time.
She's got the craziest eyes
Dude.
I've ever seen on a two-legged person. I mean, look up crazy eyes in the dictionary, and there she is.
Looking at a picture of her makes me nervous.
Exactly.
It's wild.
Yeah.
If I ran into her in real life, it would make me very uncomfortable. Okay. Anyway, so there she is in the nurse's office just laughing the entire time, which is very uncomfortable for me to just read that. When the nurse asked, "What's so funny?" she responded, "Nothing."
Nothing.
Then the nurse was like, "Hey, this might hurt a little bit." And she approached with the tweezers. But as soon as the tweezers made contact with the staple on Taylor's arm, she pushed the nurse out of the way and lunged out of her chair and at the nurse.
Wow.
Right? This bitch is full on cray-cray. At this time, the victim, who's the sergeant, stepped in so the nurse could safely exit the room. The nurse was like, "I don't get paid enough for this."
I think everybody says that at prison.
Right.
Well, they don't pay me enough, but off we go. Let's thump some heads.
Taylor and the sergeant struggled with a medical tray, which at one point was swung at the victim.
Wow.
I know. The victim stated her head was hit, she had bruised ribs, and her arm was hurt. Additionally, the victim was exposed to pepper spray during the altercation.
Mm-hmm.
So Shabusiness must have got all up in the sergeant's belt and got the pepper spray out. So Shabusiness facing 1 count of battery by prisoner. She has a preliminary hearing that's scheduled for February 7th.
But she's in life, right? She's a lifer, right? So whatever. Yeah, I mean, how did she get a stapler?
Right. She said she fell on a staple.
Yeah, right.
Why are there staplers up in there?
Remember what we would always say when her trial was going on, when the judge would say, "Do you have anything else to say?" And she would go, "It's none of your show business."
I know.
It's the greatest name for the most stupid. But she doesn't deserve the name. She's not using it for goodwill. Hey, you want me to take the staple out? It's none of your business. It's my crazy eyes. God, oh my God. She's so annoying.
Dude, if she would have been born back in the Wild West days, they would have dealt with her a long time ago.
Sure. And then with a life sentence, who cares what you do? She's anything,
just willy-nilly.
Yeah, you can do anything you want. It doesn't matter.
What are they going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do to me? What more can you do to me? She'll bed now. Oh man! So every time you take her out, you got to Hannibal Lecter her
for real
to the dolly, and then just move her to wherever you got to move her to.
100. She needs a facility like a Hannibal Lecter. 100%.
Yeah, she is out of her damn mind. Go watch some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Go down the rabbit hole with
Shabusiness
and see what Taylor's up to. Yeah, it's a trip, man. She is a freaking trip. Well, boy, it's just. What else can you do to people like that? I mean, are they up for a death sentence? Which they should get anyways.
No, we don't have capital punishment here. Dude, I wish you. Why can't we held all the bitch?
Well, she's gonna do something and end up just getting shot. Is what's gonna happen. She's probably trying to get shot.
I mean, why can't you? Yeah. Why is this woman allowed to basically make the people that work at that prison
right?
I mean, she's just allowed to harass them.
Clearly a risk. I mean, I'm sure the general public doesn't know about dark, deep holes that we throw these people in. I mean, there's probably there's probably penalties for this kind of behavior in prison, right?
Yeah.
Do we still have the hole? Do we have?
No, they're trying to get rid of that too. I know the Shabusiness.
Taylor Shabusiness. Yeah, wasn't she wrestling in court too? Didn't she attack?
Yes!
Yeah. She even attacked.
Was spitting.
She attacked everybody in court too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I've seen a lot of crazy eyes in my day.
Mm-hmm.
You might remember the Runaway Bride eyes. Shabusiness got all kinds of different. That's a whole new level of crazy.
But I mean, we haven't outlawed solitary confinement, have we, in this country or in this state?
No, but they're being more careful about how they're using.
Yeah, well, some people want it, and you're going to get it.
Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it.
Dude, you saw the movie. Mm-hmm. You saw the movie.
Which one?
Cool Hand Luke. Cool Hand Luke.
I ain't never seen that movie. I thought you were talking about the prison bitch movie.
Like what we had here yesterday. Well, he wants it. He gets it. You throw that bitch right in the hole.
Are we still talking about prison stuff?
Wait. Yes, we are.
So confused.
Yeah. So, let me see if we have a comment on the prison system in this country. Hello.
How you doing? Let me tell you about 10 years about this Wisconsin prison system.
Mm-hmm.
Long journey this was after hitting 9 of the 40 prisons we have here in this state. It's a cakewalk.
That's not good.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a cakewalk. Wisconsin prisons, the male system is the softest prison system in the states, or probably this United States. The female prison, Tachita, is probably the hardest prison in this state.
Is that where she is?
Yeah.
That's where she is. And you're saying it's not hard enough, actually, right? Is that what you're saying?
No, prison. Female prison.
Mm-hmm.
Tachita's hard.
Oh.
Okay.
The males ain't.
Really?
Yeah. So, she'll.
Well, what makes the cheetah hard? What makes it hard? Define hard for me.
Well, that's like a max medium. It's like an all-in-one.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a little bit of all classes in there compared to any other class of males where you're sectioned off by security of minimum, medium, and maximum.
Is that because women aren't as violent as men in some cases? Is that the thinking?
Oh, no, there's women out there that are they put men to shame.
Yeah, okay.
Dude.
Show business.
I have an anonymous source that works in the prison, and they have stories about her.
Oh, they do?
And listen, one day she crapped on her lunch tray and handed it back to the guards and said, "Meatballs are served."
I don't want to hate her. She's making me hate her. Yeah, don't try that at the Olive Garden, folks. Or do. Meatballs are served. What a waste of talent. What a waste of talent. You know,
you can't do that, dude.
Well, you can do it once, probably technically. You can probably do it once.
You cannot do that.
Yeah.
Bro.
You should have seen, we were at Alcatraz a couple of weeks ago, and we got to, you have to go to Alcatraz.
I know I do.
Fascinating, dude.
I know.
It's incredible. How much, because you can see inside the wall structure where they broke out, where they broke out underneath the vent.
Yeah.
You can actually, they've got it plexiglassed off. You can actually see right where the cell was. Anyways, you've seen the movie, so you got to go. You should see their confinement, what they had. There wasn't even a peephole when they threw those guys in there for days. The only light you saw was when the plate of bread slid under the hole and they shut the mini door again.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they'd be in there for weeks at a time.
Meatballs are served.
Meatballs are served. Well, she's either going to end up killing herself or hanging herself. I mean,
You're telling me that Shabusiness is in prison with somebody that missed child support payments?
Right. That's exactly right. And something bad, really
something
bad,
bad's going to happen
up there. Yeah. If he's right, and they're segregated as much as they are, you can't put her with General Pop.
Right. You can't.
You ought to put her in a men's prison.
Right. You're putting her with somebody that forged checks.
Right. Exactly.
Like, that's crazy. Like, she needs her own wing, dude.
I kind of like to see a picture of that meatball tray, though. That'd be kind of funny. I don't know. It's my juvenile humor coming out. I bet she's crazy in bed. Love the crazy ones.
Well, we all know the graph, dude.
Well, that experiment is not going to last very long. She's either going to get shot. I don't know if they can keep a gun in a lockbox up there, but they're going to beat her to death one night.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, has she been tased up there? She's just unglued.
It's like an annual tradition, the telling of the
tasing of the Shabusiness.
No, the meatballs for Christmas story. Some people give fruitcake. Some people some families put on matching pajamas Christmas Eve. Some people poop on a tray. Return the meatballs. A classic Wisconsin tradition.
You've heard of cannibal sandwiches?
Yeah, cannibal sandwich.
So it's the Shabusiness meatball.
The Wisconsin Shabusiness meatball. Don't forget where you heard it. That is, if that's not enough to keep you out of prison, there's nothing that's going to keep you out of prison.
Right.
These are the stories we should tell. Hi, how's it going?
Hey, haven't you seen Shawshank Redemption?
Yes.
What else can they do to her?
Right.
CCTV camera went down. I'm not sure why it's not recording.
Boom. Shakalaka.
People die in prison all the time, man.
Absolutely.
Get hung.
Yep.
Epstein.
Yep.
JJO, hello.
Hey, you had a gift given to you. That's D's Closing. Mind your own Shabusiness. Here's your meatballs.
Write it down. There's no wrong answer.
No. That's perfect.
Dude.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Right.
Look at that. You served up your own news clothes. Hi, how's it going?
You see, she might be a freak in bed, Johnny, but she's going to give you the meatballs on your chest.
Yeah, it always. It always ends with a Cleveland steamer. It's horrible ending. Horrible ending. No, she is. God dang, dude, she is just evil.
Yeah.
Well, crazy. I don't know if she's evil, but crazy. I don't think she knows what. I don't think she. Well, she's just crazy. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well.
How'd you like to listen to that all night, being next to her? How'd you like to listen to her just never shut up? Oh, man.
I would have loved to have been at the table with the black chicks when that was happening. You know that had to be lit. You know they had to have the best commentary for that while that was going down.
Yeah, it's Shabuzi versus the prison.
Dude, I know, dude.
That's going to end well. Oh, man.
Hell no. Oh.
Who was the big guy? No, nobody would remember that. Oh, I'm never going to forget that. That's an old movie, though. No, I won't even get into it. You won't remember.
I won't.
Old prison movie.
No.
Stir Crazy with Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. They put him in a cell with the crazy, huge serial killer. Oh, what was his name? I'm showing my age. Totally showing my age. Not killer. What was his name? Grossberger.
Yeah.
Grossberger, and they ended up best friends. It was great. I don't see that ending that way for anybody in a cell with Shabusiness. Yeah, that's your punishment to Cheetah. If you screw up, you spend the night with Shabusiness.
Totally. So bad.
You guys work your problems out. We'll see you in the morning.
Oh, God.
All right.
We thought uploading to the cloud was something completely different. The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
Workman's relief for whatever the job throws at you, like THC products derived from legal hemp to help you relax after a long day or just chill over the weekend. No need to drive out of state to get your THC products. Order yours at workmansrelief.com.
Johnny and D, JJO.
Yet another day.
It's hump day and I'm moving just a little slow. My body knows I got 3 more days to go at a job filled with office politics and drama. Yes, that's why I'm still in my pajamas. It's hump day again. It's hump, this is the end.
Hello. Hello. Well, when it comes to sexy sex, it seems that quite a few of us are thinking outside of the bedroom. Sexual wellness company Love Honey, very sticky, surveyed 2,000 U.S. adults about the places they fantasize about having sex. Do you want to take a stab at the most dreamt about locations? Where do people think about having sex besides their bedroom? I have a top 10 list here, but, not expecting you to get all 10.
Is this Wisconsin exclusive or just all over the
everywhere?
I'm gonna put an airplane in the top 10, and then I'm gonna say McDonald's.
No, you suck. Man, you suck.
Not even close?
Am I still allowed to play the Mario sound effect?
A cruise ship.
In the ocean made it.
Yeah.
Was that in the ocean proper?
How about Lake
boat?
How about Lake Mendota?
No, because we're not. This is just all over.
Okay.
In a friend or family member's home, you sick bastard.
Oh man. I made sweet love.
Yep, and
to my wife.
Shane's camper.
Don't say his name.
In Shane's camper.
Wow. Wow. Sorry, Shane. Anyways, Shane's camper. Well, I didn't want to, I feel that it was kind of rude. Don't you judge me. Don't you judge me.
Was it quiet at least?
Yeah, I think.
Did you clean up your mess?
I don't know. We were drunk.
Good. All right.
Anyways, what's the list?
In a limo. Next, you're going to tell me that you had screwed in someone's limo that you know. Phil's limo?
I have had sex in a limo. Have you?
No.
That's not very naughty.
Yeah?
No.
No, because I've never been in a limo with just one other person. It's always been a limo with like 20 other people.
When we did it, there were 8 other people, but whatever.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's lots of fingers.
No, I'm kidding. But I have done it in a limo, so that's not, that doesn't seem that crazy to me.
Well, aren't you fancy?
Mm-hmm.
In a sauna.
We were on our way to a funeral, and funerals make me, you wouldn't believe how horny women get at funerals. Man, I've gotten lots of women at funerals.
Yeah, well.
You want to crash a funeral with me?
No.
All right. Where else?
Well, it's your sense of mortality. Makes you horny. Can't explain it.
Yeah, I was riffing off the movie, but go ahead.
In a sauna.
Oh.
I've done it in a sauna.
Have you?
Yeah. At work. No comment because I'm currently there.
No, I also am going to go no comment on that.
On top of a pool table. This one's weird for me because that seems like it would be very uncomfortable.
I was going for big picture stuff. This is just like wherever you can get it stuff.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just like a pool table. I haven't done it on a pool table.
That's a hard surface.
Like if your girlfriend, that seems like a high school thing. If your girlfriend's dad has like a bumper pool table in the basement or something. Although you wouldn't want that bumper going in the wrong place.
Okay, in the ocean.
I've done it in a lake, but not in an ocean.
I fooled around in both.
I did it in Lake Kaganza.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I have to tell you.
Did she get a UTI or anything?
I don't know. No, but it was in the middle of the day, and, our lake water's pretty dark.
Yeah.
So you can get away with it. I mean, just don't be obvious about it. I make funny farm animal sounds. You know how I get. So it's not as, let me tell you about sex in Wisconsin lakes. It's not as sexy as you think it is.
It's not.
No, it's kind of gross.
I agree.
Yeah. And it's dry. It doesn't function as well as you might think water would function. You need a gel base to make all that work. Anyways.
I really hate making eye contact with you during these stories.
I go off on these tangents, and then I forget I'm on the radio. I'm like, what would make that better? Anyways.
Yeah.
I would not recommend.
Well, then you got to kind of.
Yeah, I would not recommend.
You got to kind of hose it out down there when you're done, because that lake water.
Yeah.
Could lead to things.
What else is on the list?
In a pool.
Oh, pool. Yeah, I had lots of porn done in pools.
Yeah.
That's cool.
In a car.
Oh, sure.
On the beach. Sand. Also an issue. Some of these logistics come into play. Like
I've gotten a third base on a beach. I've never done it on a beach.
Yeah. Same. In the shower. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. It's a good list. It's a fair list.
Yeah. It's like
it's kind of a starter pack.
That's a good way to put it. Work your way up.
Yeah.
Some of it's pretty obvious.
I mean, and before you know it, you're just banging in a graveyard in the middle of the day.
What are you looking at me for? Yeah. Yeah, we did it in the graveyard. Well, whatever. I'm not ashamed of it. I mean, it was a road.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
It was an access road, and there was like a coffee place on one side, and then the cemetery on the other side. We were just at the access road.
I just always think about ghosts jerking it around your car.
Yeah. So I knocked off 2 at one time. I got the car and the graveyard and the cemetery.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool.
Totally.
But that was just a opportunity of what am I trying to say? What's the phrase? Of opportunity.
Yeah. It's just. I know. it's there, but I can't think because I haven't had coffee.
Yeah. Oh.
Dumb.
What's the last weird you would define as weird that you did something weird on? Or should we? Or is it better to start at the places you haven't?
Well, it's a little more difficult now with being on the morning show. You have to kind of keep a lower profile.
Oh.
I
don't know what that means.
I know you don't.
What do you got to keep a low profile for?
Well,
for who?
Well, because I don't want to be busted doing stuff in public.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
My 20s were wild.
I won't tell.
Yeah.
I mean, I might if it's a good story. Might repeat it at the in-laws.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think. It hasn't been too wild.
I tell the in-laws all the stuff that we talk about off the air.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Well, good.
They're just they make popcorn. They make popcorn. I sell tickets to it.
Well, then they're pretty well. They're well cultured. What about you? Where's the last weird place you've done it? I haven't really. Yeah, hasn't been too adventurous lately.
It's weird. And when you're in the early phase of dating, it's a little wackier than when you settle in.
Yeah.
So in Napa, we did it on our patio.
There you go.
So does that count?
Sure.
I mean, we had a fireplace on our patio, and this lounge chair. We just bucked up.
Good for you.
It was kind of cool. Well, we were on the 4th floor, so unless there was a drone, I don't know if anybody could have seen
that person that's on the first floor outside having a smoke. They're like, "What's dripping on my head?"
My tell, I have a tell though. When I get into rhythm, I'm like,
oh my god!
Is it hot in here?
Christy's so lucky. So very, very lucky.
Your mom sure cares about your education.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
It's my favorite part of the movie. Your mom sure does care about your education. And then Forrest. It's the best part. Oh, I love that movie. Hello?
Hey, got a couple good ones that weren't on the list.
All right.
Sonic Boom and Bandcamp.
Dude, were you in the parking lot?
Porta-John, handicap Porta-John.
Oh, dude.
Well,
they're so big. Yeah.
They are huge.
I got pretty naughty at the handicapper when we were on West Wash. JJO used to be on the West Wash stage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Remember that? And then where were you at Sonic Boom? Were you out in the car or what?
No, in the Porta-John, handicap Porta-John. They were brand new. They had just brought them in. They were fresh. No one had even used them. They were clean. And them handicappers are huge.
Yeah.
We had all kinds of room for activities.
Yeah. They had to put go ahead.
And 50-yard line, I won't say the establishment, but 50-yard line, that's probably my best.
50-yard line, where?
I cannot say that.
So how do you 50-yard line, and then how far up were you? Or were you up at the?
It wasn't a college or a professional, if that helps.
Oh yeah, sure.
And we were literally in the middle of the field on the 50-yard line.
Oh, behind the 50-yard line. So were you under the stands?
No, we were on the field. In the middle of the field, in the middle of the night at like 2:30 in the morning.
That's pretty cool.
That's hot.
That is cool, dude. That's like some right out of Varsity Blues, man. That's cool.
Yeah, little intense, but it was fun for sure.
I thought there was a Packer game going. How do you do that? Where were you? Yeah, I need the logistics on that during a football game. All right, well, that's pretty cool, dude. Nice work.
Thanks, guys. Yep.
Good work out of you.
Yeah, those handicap stalls at these festivals.
Yeah.
They got to put a Murphy drop-down bed in those. That's how big those things are.
Yeah, they're nice. They're nice. 4th hole on the golf course behind Charlie's place.
God, I sound like a... let it go.
Oh, no.
I did it behind a dumpster at Pleasant View Golf Course.
Man, nothing turns me on more than smelling some old potato salad rotting away in the summer heat.
It's not far off.
Nothing.
That was after a golf outing. Yeah, you know those stupid golf outings.
Yeah, pretty drunk.
Anyways, that's just...
Had about enough of you people.
It's... is there anything alcohol can't do? Seriously. Is there anything alcohol can't do?
All right.
Let's wrap it.
Let's do that.
Put a bow on this.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.